Welcome into Trivia Night Live, a weekly trivia show where you, the viewer, get to compete for prizes, glory, and your name getting shouted out numerous times over a 1 hour broadcast. And I have been fantastic, and Jake has been fantastic to keep us in that 1 hour now. Whether you're playing with us live tonight or on replay on the Football Guys Live or the Fantasy Cares YouTube channels, we want to thank you for joining us. Tonight's theme will be NFL trivia, as it will be every week this season. Joining me tonight is Jake. And Jake, I'll get to how you're doing here in a second, but we will have a special visitor tonight with a special announcement for all of the fantasy community. Our viewers here at Trivia Night Live will probably mostly be excited about it, but we'll have a special visitor probably around like 7:15 to drop some news on us. So excited for that. Jake, let's get to us. How are you doing tonight, buddy?
I'm doing great. I'm more excited for the clock to hit 7:15 or roughly so we can get that surprise, but doing good.
Hopefully our guest is not late. If he's late, that's fine. Or she could be a she.
Mm-hmm.
Jake, we're not alone. Well, actually, you know what, Jake, before the show, I don't want to get to the chat yet. Chat will get to you. We were talking about something. And we'll kind of expand it out. We watched the Toy Story 5 trailer, and there was a very adult song, in my opinion, used for the teaser. And this kind of brought up a conversation of like not inappropriate, but just out of place needle drops or songs in children's movies. We brought up Shrek the Third with the Damien Rice song. Can we think of any others? Like, or just like, what is that song doing here?
Yeah, I've been trying to rattle my brain on like.
Is this a Joey problem?
No, it's not a Joey problem. I'm just trying to I'm running through every Pixar movie I've seen. Is like, has there ever been a time where I'm like, that's weird that song is happening? I'm sure there is. I just need to like dive in.
Yeah, it's just like when you watch the Toy Story 5 trailer, there's an NXS song, which NXS, if you weren't around in the 90s, like awesome band. And it's just like a really like, we'll say romantic song, and it threw me off. So that was our conversation before show, peek behind the curtain. Let's check in on the chat, see how everyone's doing here tonight. Steve F, always the first one in here, saying happy Trivia Night Live, everyone. Yeah, we love it. Jason saying hello, everyone. Hello, Jason. Yeah, Sangria. Oh, is that Sagarina? I don't know. 575 saying hi. How we doing? Ladarius saying good evening to all. Ladarius, happy to see you in here. All right, well, we're going to start the game a little earlier this week. Oh, Scott's in here, one of our previous winners, because we're going to have that special guest stop in, and we're probably going to stop the game for a few minutes. So we'll get the QR code. We'll get the game up on the board pretty quick this week, but we got it on the banner there at the bottom. So, yeah. Oh, we got some more people in here. Thembo Slice saying hello to all the friends. Joe Bryant saying, let's go. Joe, how you doing? I haven't talked to you since Thursday. Hope you're doing good. Yo. Jake, you have some fans.
Oh, wow.
Maro and Zeta say hello.
I wonder if they're playing.
Are those your niece and nephew?
Mm-hmm.
And Maro is my track and field opponent. We have ran the halls of at least one hotel that I'm aware of in the metro Nashville area. And he beat my pants off.
He's only getting faster.
Yeah, he's fast. Very fast. What does that mean?
I was thinking, what's up?
What's up? Okay, what's up? I like better. What's y'all's game? Oh, we play NFL trivia. If this is your first time here, welcome in. We compete for prizes. And I'll give you the rules here in a little bit, but if you go to Kahoot.it, you can put that pin in, 821-5988, and that'll get you in the game. Pick out a name, have some fun. Okay, yeah, Bourbon Cowboy. I got a Patriots jersey. I have to go pick it up, though. I was not able to get it in time for tonight's show. Now I'll read your comment. That doesn't look like a New England Patriots gear to me, Mr. Wright. Did I misread the score of the game on which we had a wager? No, you did not. Like this is a Billabong blue hoodie. I will have next week a Tom Brady Patriots jersey on for everyone to marvel at, including you, Bourbon Cowboy. I will pay off the bet. Just wasn't able to get it in time. right, Barbara Bryant saying hello, guys. How we doing, Barb?
Billabong very popular in the New England area. I'm I'm sure.
Yeah. Good. That was good, Jake. Good banter there.
Thank you.
Noah is watching us on his cell phone. How do I know that? I'm not going to tell you. I'm in the bushes. No. And then Bourbon Cowboys laughing at our shenanigans. Do we have lots of shenanigans, Jake?
I think so.
No. Did you watch any football this weekend, Jake?
I did. And Joey, we were talking on Monday. We're talking about Monday Night Football. And I kind of thought it was going to be kind of like a snoozer game. I was like, the Hackers aren't, if you lose to the Panthers, you kind of lose all my trust. And 10-7?
Yeah.
A bad football game? Not necessarily, but I don't know.
Honestly, the night games this week were not good. This past week, just kind of clunkers. And AJ Brown, I wish he'd have caught that touchdown at the end of the game because it would have put Mr. Joey up in his home league. So I had a little bit of a crushing defeat last night, Jake. I wasn't very happy about it. I moved to 5-5, which isn't good. That's fine. I mean, you're in playoff contention, but I have 3rd through 9th place in my home league are all 5-5.
Wow.
It's anybody's game at this point. Very exciting buildup to the playoffs. Bourbon Cowboy saying he loves Tom Brady. Another time I'll get into my feelings on Tom Brady as a Buccaneers fan. I have some mixed feelings on him. Has to do with creamsicle. Yeah. Some hot takes maybe. The sandwich saying, what's up? Oh, I had one sandwich today. That's what's up. It was a chicken sandwich. It was delicious. Ooh, some cheese, mayonnaise. Jake, what do you like on your chicken sandwich?
I'm pretty plain. I just do for Chick-fil-A, just a regular chicken sandwich and maybe some Chick-fil-A sauce on it. I don't really get all that crazy. Maybe some mayo.
Okay.
But other than that, pretty plain.
And Sags in here saying, I'm 67, gang. I love it. Oh, wait, no. 6'7". Right?
Nailed it. How do you do, fellow kids?
Yep. 6'7". Have you been enjoying the college basketball trend of people shooting the free throws to get to 6'7"?
I have. I'm still. It takes me a second to transition into college basketball. Like I need like a little bit of lead up time, but I think we've got some tournaments either this weekend or next weekend coming up, and that is like when I really, really get into it.
There's one out at the Wild World of Sports out at Disney. I'm thinking about going to. I think McNichols State is playing in it, and a couple other schools. A couple years ago, the Xavier and Bill Murray showed up out of nowhere, and that was pretty crazy. All right, oh, that's 6'7". It's spreading, people. Would you? Okay, here we go. Yeah, please bring your fantasy questions in. We will definitely answer those as well. We are a trivia show, but we do have the knowledge to answer your fantasy football questions as well. Would you trade Tyler Algier and either Parker for Franklin? Oh, okay. So let me restart this. Would you trade Algier and either Parker or Franklin for Stafford? In a 2-quarterback league, I think that makes a lot of sense. Matthew Stafford's definitely one of my rest of season players I want to go grab. He's had a fantastic start to the season. Not even start, just midway. He looks like one of the best quarterbacks in the league, which we know he has the capacity to be. So I like that trade in a 2-quarterback league. In a 1-quarterback league, I don't think you need to give up that much to get Matthew Stafford at this point. I think you can get him for less than that. Do we have a sound effect that I can play? I don't know if we do, so I'm going to make the sound ding dong. Somebody's at the door. Is that good? Did you buy that, Jake?
That was good.
Okay. Our special, oh gosh, he's got props. Our special guest is here. I'm going to pull the game down for a second. Kevin Murray. Kevin, what's up, buddy?
Hey, Joey, how are you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I see we've got something that we want to tell the people about tonight, and that's why you're here. Is that correct?
That is absolutely why I'm here.
Oh,
let's do it. Let's share the news.
I got one of those. I got a belt. Look at that.
There you go.
Yeah,
nothing like fantasy hardware.
if you look behind Kevin, you can see that there's a logo that says Football Guys Home League Show with Kevin Murray and Joey Wright. We have a new show coming next week for everyone. There'll be a new YouTube channel. We'll be promoting the crap out of it on Trivia Night Live and all the shows to get people excited. We have a show that's dedicated to you, the viewers, you and your home leagues, commissioners, anything you can think of that involves fun and fantasy football and bringing people together. The home league show from Football Guys is going to be about. Kevin, what are some of the things people can expect on the show?
I mean, a little bit of everything. I mean, we want to celebrate this great game. People that are dialed in enough to tune in for this show. There's a reason, because they love this game. They want to spread the love of this game. They want to make the league experience better for their home leagues, for all their leagues, right? So we want to talk about everything from last place punishments to how to set your draft order, all the fun ways you can do those things, all the bells and whistles with every aspect of the live draft, the home draft. There's just so much you can do to enhance the league experience. And we're here to share those ideas. We want it to be a place where people tune in to get inspired and find ideas, ways to keep their leagues engaged. This is the time of year where you have to have strong engagement in a fantasy football league. And we want to give you the tools to make sure that engagement is high, from the beginning of the year to the end of the year and all through the off season as well. There's so much you can do to keep a fantasy football league engaged, because we want to see leagues, last for more than a year or two. We want to make sure that we want to see leagues that last, a decade plus. And there are tricks and ways you can get that accomplished. And we're here to help to share that. We want to be inspired too. We want to hear people's ideas. We want to find out what is happening out there in the world of fantasy, and we want to share that joy with others.
Absolutely. And Kevin kind of hit the nail on the head. Our names are on the graphic, which I had conflicting feelings about. But then once I stopped lying to myself and I was like, I kind of like seeing my name on a graphic. This isn't just Kevin and Joey's show. This is everybody's show. We want to hear from you guys about your home leagues, your punishments, your, championship celebrations, your traditions. We want to hear about it all, just to inspire other people to have as much fun and grow to love the game like we did. I want to ask you guys both a question, though, kind of off the top. You kind of mentioned something, Kevin, that kind of sparked my interest. What is your oldest league that you're in? How many years has it been going?
My league's been alive since 2001. So that's 25 years. Yeah.
I should ask you last, because you just put us all to shame, I think. Jake, what's your oldest league?
I think we're at either 10 or 11 years. So pretty strong. Yeah.
We are since 2009. So what's that, 16 years? Yeah. So, but Kevin just putting us all to shame. I graduated high school in 2001.
Well, I will say 2001 is when the league was formed. But in 2009, there was a dramatic shift of the league to make it a home, live, local, draft local league. So 2009 is really when things really kicked off when it comes to just all the fun aspects of fantasy that I've tried to bring to my league mates.
Yeah, that's awesome. I know that we have been talking about we didn't have the name for the show, but I have this very distinct memory of walking through downtown Las Vegas, going to Gordon Ramsay's Burger, and the first time that you mentioned doing something together. And this was almost close to 2 years ago. And we honestly, let's give a shout out to Joe Bryant, the force behind to say, he's kind of giving us the tush push. To say, all right, let's get this across the line. Let's, in many ways, Joe was our guide to getting us to this show. And, we wouldn't be the heroes without Joe. So thank you so much to Joe. But Kevin, I cannot express how excited I am. We've already recorded some episodes, and they've gone a little off the rails. Today was Joey couldn't get his laughs together.
Off the rails is good though. Off the rails is good. We're here to have a good time. We're here to have fun. So
any viewers of Trivia Night Live know that how I like to get off the rails and talk. But Kevin, I don't want to spoil anything, but let me just say that the humor that you think I would bring, Kevin brings something to the table I fully did not expect right off the bat in the first episode. And it caught me completely off guard. Absolutely hysterical.
I love it.
Can't wait for people to see the show. Kevin launches. I think the first episode will be Monday. I believe, is coming
Sounds
out.
good.
Cannot wait. We will be blasting it everywhere to let people know. We've got the graphic. We're so excited. Anything else you want to say about it, Kevin?
That's about it. Like, come join the ride. Come join the journey with us. It's going to be nonstop fun. All year long. So we're just getting started. We're really gonna kind of find out what really works best for the audience. Because again, like Joey said, our names might be on it, but we're really, it's about you. It's about the consumers. It's about the people that love this great game. We want to celebrate it with you. We want to share the joys of fantasy football together and see where it takes us.
Awesome. Well, Kevin, I know you were kind of on limited time and you made special time just to come in and hang with us. So I want to thank you for being here. You're more than welcome to stay and play trivia with us. But if you have to go, I completely get it.
I do got to take off. I do got to take off.
Good. Buddy, looking forward to doing this with you. Thanks for coming on and announcing with me tonight. I didn't want to announce it without you.
I love it.
Have a good night.
What
buddy.
a great way to go.
All right. Jake, how do you feel? Did you know about this?
I did know about this, Joey. I'm super excited. It feels like somewhere along the way, not all of us, but we kind of missed the point of why we play fantasy football. And this show is bringing us back to the roots, back to why we play this game. And it's for community, for fun, for getting to know each other. And I'm super excited for it. It's going to be fun.
Yeah. On a personal level, you don't feel like I'm cheating on you, right? Like
I mean,
I wasn't getting enough from you, so I went and found another.
We saw Kevin. I can't blame you. I mean, he's. I will say, Joey, I was thinking when Kevin was talking, out of all the thankless jobs in the world, I think fantasy football commissioner might be number one.
100%. They don't get enough love. So let's get that game board back up here. And once again, Kevin, thanks for stopping in. I did not want to announce the show without him. So I really tried to find a time that we could both be on a show, and I'm so happy it could be this show that we could announce it. But we'll get you all that information, the new channel and everything coming up in the coming weeks. All right. So we're going to get close into the game. Let me just tie up one little loose end there real quick. All right, guys. The tech that goes on to put this show on, let me tell you what. All right, let's check in on the chat, see how they're doing. Oh, Michael's got a question for us. Sorry, I have Caleb and Jaden Daniels. My running backs are Kyron Williams, Dowdle, Chase Brown, Woody Marks, Blake Corum, Isaiah Davis, and Tyler Algier. Wide receivers are Pickens, Igbuka, Franklin, Parker. So he needs 2 wide receivers and 1 flex. All right, so you're never going to set Emeka Igbuka. He plays on the greatest team that this world knows with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, but he is just the number 1 option there right now. So you're not going to be sitting him. Pickens coming back off a bye week. I love that. It gets tricky with a flex. I imagine you're starting Kyron and Dowdle. So I would say Chase Brown's your flex. Jake, any difference there?
No, I agree with you. Sorry, I was just having to read it again. Yeah.
You're going to start Caleb over Jaden Daniels for sure.
Yes.
So, all right. And then Thimbo saying wild stuff. Yeah. Well, that's what we like to do. Oh, we got some jokes. I see. Joe Mama. My mom's name is Tabitha, if that's your question. That's this Joe's mama. That's what he meant by that, right?
I think so.
Jake. Okay. Oh, Bob Hope's here. Mayor Hurts and PPR. Well, it doesn't matter with PPR. You never know. Jalen Hurts could catch a pass. He's a pretty crazy guy. Jake, what do the football guys rankings say about Mayor Hurts between those two this week?
Let me pull this up real quick. May we have as our QB number 2, so I can already tell you that he's going to beat Jalen Hurts at QB number 4.
All right, perfect. So definitely start Drake May this week. And I would not drop Keenan Allen to pick up Jerry Jeudy. I know Keenan Allen's kind of dropped off in the offense a little bit, but I still prefer him rest of the season. I think he plays on a much better offense. So I would stick with Keenan Allen. All right. And Epic Fail in here saying, what's up? Joe would love this. Joe Bryant, the Jason Kelsey of the Holy Show with the tush push. Yeah. Jason Kelsey and Joe Bryant often compared to each other. They look very similar attitudes. Joe Bryant notoriously taking his shirt off of Bills games, jumping out of the press boxes, silly old Joe. Jake, were you there for that when your dad did that?
I was, yeah. It was quite a scene.
Yeah, embarrassing. All right. Scott's got a question for us with the Mortal Kombat logo. So he means business.
Mhm.
Injuries are piling up, and I need to drop 2 wide receivers to cover those injuries. In full PPR, pick 2 to drop. So we got to drop 2 of these guys. Xavier Worthy, Darius Slayton, Tez Johnson, or Parker Washington. Oh, which 2 you dropping, Jake? I think Tez Johnson's the for sure drop.
I'm between. My original thought is Johnson and Slayton. I don't know if you like that or not.
I think that's where I'm at. I'll tell you why. We just got the news Travis Hunter had season-ending surgery. So Parker Washington's not just going to be a 1-week flavor of the week off the waiver wire. Looks like he's going to have a role in this offense. We don't know if Brian Thomas Jr. is going to be back this week. Hoping he is for sure. Definitely want to check in with Adam Hutchinson's injury write-ups to make sure what's going on there with Jacksonville's wide receiver situation. But confidently, I think Tez Johnson is definitely one of the drops. I still think Xavier Worthy has a role with the Chiefs. And yeah, I mean, you grab Darius Slayton off the waiver wire to begin with. He is getting a lot of targets with this Giants offense, but we don't know who the Giants quarterback is going to be for the next few weeks. Looks like Jackson Dart's going to miss some time. So yeah, I think you're pretty confident dropping Slayton and Johnson. Scott. All right. And then Joe Bryant crushes on the folding tables. Yeah. Like, what would we need to do to get Joe to jump through a table? Like,
Probably not much.
Really? Okay. Oh, Bob Harris, legend that he is. Should I watch Plurbius? Bob, I want to thank you for bringing this question to the show. Jake, do you have an answer for him?
I don't. I've heard one good review. Mm-hmm. So that's what I got for you, Bob.
Yeah, Bob, I don't watch TV. I watch movies. But Bob, I'm just happy you're here because I've said to Bob, and I've said it to people outside, Bob at Football Guys, his great Start Sit show on Saturday afternoons. It's fantastic. He does so many wonderful things in this industry, and that I get to work with him every day. Still have to pinch myself sometimes. And if I don't do it, Bob will pinch me just because he likes to. Tip Major has reposted this stream. Thanks, Tip.
Thanks, Tip.
It's like a movie show. Thanks, Bob. You guys rule. And non-PPR, Debo, Troy Franklin, Calvin Ridley, Malik Washington. Serious wide receiver 2 problems. Troy Franklin leads the Broncos in targets, and that's kind of where I'm going to be. Debo did look good last week, but I'll stick with Troy Franklin. All right, let's get into this game. Treasure Sierra Madre. Yeah. One of the best. Inspired Indiana Jones. All right. Got the QR code there. Let me go through some housekeeping really, really quick. Just to anyone's never been here before. Go ahead and scan the QR code or go to Kahoot.it on your web browser. From there, you'll need to enter a 7-digit code for the game, which today will be 821-5988. From here, you'll need to enter a nickname. Any vulgar or hateful names will not be eligible for prizes. In addition, we will remove you from the game. Once the game begins, a question will come up on the screen here as well as on your device. Answer by clicking or tapping on your choice from your device. Accuracy and speed will both factor into your score. The quicker you answer correctly, the higher the points, and you'll have 45 seconds to answer each and every question. Each game will consist of 15 questions, and we'll be playing one game tonight. At the end of the game, the person with the highest amount of points will be our winner. The theme this week is NFL trivia. Prize tonight is a Football Guys t-shirt. We will send you a Football Guys t-shirt in your size and color of choice, and you get to proudly represent it to show all your friends and be like, hey, look, you know what we should get, Jake? This is thinking live right here on the show. We should get like trivia shirts. Like I won trivia. See, this is ideas, Jake. This is what keeps the show going.
You can't give too much away, Joey. You got to keep that internal.
I know. I need to breathe is what I need to do. I have some more exciting news. Next week, Jake's going to be hosting the show. I'm excited for that. I'm going to do the intro and all that. But as far as the game goes, Jake Bryan, he's going to hop in the host seat. Jake, how you feeling about that?
I'm excited. I don't know if I can. I got big shoes to fill. I don't know what size you wear, Joey. Like 11, 12. Oh, okay. Yeah. So if you can send me those, that'd be great. So I can get those on.
I 100% guarantee they're New Balance shoes because that's all Joey wears is New Balance shoes. All right, we got some people in here. We're going to go ahead and start the game. I've jabbered on enough. Can we see what's on the screen there? All right. Week 11 trivia. 3, 2, 1. And first question. The first stadium the Atlanta Falcons called home was Atlanta Fulton County Stadium. What event also occurred there? The Braves won their second World Series there. Hank Aaron broke Babe Ruth's home run record. The first cat winner of the Westminster Dog Show. Or world record for most peaches eaten, 44 on July 15th, 1984 by Jim Reynolds. Which event also occurred at Atlanta Fulton County Stadium?
If it's the cat, I'm going to be mad.
I don't want you being mad. It could be the cat.
Here's a trivia question, Joey. Is how many stadiums have there been in Atlanta, like history, like for the major sports teams?
I mean,
I don't know the answer.
In a few seconds, I can rattle off quite a bit. I know the Braves have had 3 stadiums they've played in. The first one was Fulton County. And yes, Hank Aaron broke Babe Ruth's record there. And the Braves won their first World Series at Atlanta Fulton County. They won their second, I think, at Truist. They didn't win a World Series at Turner. Played in a bunch, but no,
yeah, almost.
Oh, so frustrating. So we got the Georgia Dome, Atlanta Fulton County Stadium, Turner Field, Mercedes-Benz, whatever they're calling it. So that's 4 that I know of.
Yeah.
There might be another. But the Georgia Dome was around for a while. You knew who would know is Ladarius. He's a Falcons fan. I would imagine he would probably know the answer. Ladarius, let us know. As long as I don't have to fill Joey's, as long as you don't have to fill in Joey's calf muscles, you're good, Jake. Dude could put Saquon to shame. I don't know. Yeah, I got good calves. I've been told this. I don't know what a good calf looks like, but apparently I have them. So there's something to be. I don't know. Should I put that on like my business card? Like good calves,
good
community ambassador, good calves.
Well, you hide them from me. I see you in January and you got pants on.
Yeah,
got the calves breathe, Joey.
You know, every year I made this is really sad. I put a note in my calendar to remind me. It gets hot in the suite at the retreat, so I'm bringing shorts this year to wear in the suite. Because every year I'm like, oh my god, it's hot up here. Joe makes me wear these dang tracksuits all the time. It's so hot. So, just kidding, Joe. I love the tracksuits you make me wear.
I think I'm going with a 3-piece suit this year.
Oh, I think I'm gonna have some ensembles for after the football games when we go out and we cruise around Las Vegas. So, yeah, we'll see. That's the real reason I wear pants around Joey. Just don't want to put anybody to shame. All right, well, what can you say? Some people got it, some people don't. I don't know. All right, let's take a look at that leaderboard. Steve F at top. And once again, Steve F, you always start there. We'll see if he can finish there. Ladarius in second place, Barbara Bryant in third, Thimbo Slice and Shoe on the board. Jump right into the next question. The Chicago Bears scored 3 touchdowns on Sunday when beating the New York Giants. Who did not score one of those touchdowns? DeAndre Swift, Roma Dunze, Kyle Monungai, or Caleb Williams? And Sam Wagman saying, Vegas Joey is always another level. I love it. Yeah. Last year, I think Sam was like the first person I saw from he was there on time and found me in the sports book watching some, I think I was watching it wasn't college football. It was like probably college basketball, knowing Joey.
He's the best. Right.
DeAndre Swift did not score a touchdown. It was Kyle Monungai that got that early touchdown in the game. And Kyle Monungai was my start of the week, and I was kind of promoting that out pretty far and wide. And I got excited. I was like, oh my gosh, we've seen it. The switch is happening. And then I don't know if Monungai touched the ball again the rest of the game. It was DeAndre Swift from then on after that touchdown. So Urban Cowboy. Farm just down the road from me has some nice calves. Heard Cleveland has some good calves too. That was a dad joke. I don't know why they gave me a show. They're giving me a second show now, Jake. Oh,
keep it up.
I know.
Get a third show by spring.
Actually, I do have 3 shows. I got the Sunday show.
Be the Joey Wright show next.
Yeah, Jeff Bell and I have long talked about a Monday morning coffee time with Jeff and Joey show where we just drink our coffee and talk about football from the day before. We'll see if we get that one across the line. All right. Atlanta Fulton County Stadium, Georgia Dome, and Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Turner Field. So 4.
Okay.
So Ladarius didn't put Turner Field because I guess I already said it. So he didn't need me to say it. All right. I was really confusing when Mercedes-Benz put their name on the Atlanta Stadium because it used to be on the Superdome down in New Orleans. But I think that's the Caesars Dome now.
Now the Caesars Dome.
They have good pizza at the Caesars Dome?
You know, it's hot and ready, but I don't know if it's $5 still or not.
Jake, it's not that Caesars. It's not a Little Caesars Dome.
Oh. Wait.
If there was a Little Caesars Dome,
real
it'd be
Caesar?
Smaller.
Did he stay there?
The real Caesar? Yeah. This is his whole palace. Jake. I'm rubbing off on you in a bad way. All right. Let's take a look at that leaderboard. Oh, this is Spinal Tap. Moving up into second place. I just got This is Spinal Tap. A new edition. Where is it? Right here. Look at that. Joey just got that. Pretty excited about that. One of my favorite fake documentaries. All right. Let's take a look at the next question. Am I forgetting anything right now?
I don't think so.
All right. Hanging in there, Jake?
I'm doing great.
Good. So am I. All right. Next question. Next year, the Bills will call a new stadium home after 52 years at Rich or Highmark Stadium. What is the new stadium name? Is it New Highmark Stadium, the Orchard Park Center, One New York Stadium, or Marv Levy Field? One of these is the correct answer. 3 of them are not. That is an artist rendering of what it will look like.
I'm fascinated by it. Have they said if it's gonna? I'm assuming retractable dome.
I have no information other than the name. That's the information I do have. Those buffaloes in the middle of a fountain.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool. I'm sure someone's gonna jump off one of those buffaloes into a table.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah, not a very creative name. New Highmark Stadium. It's like old Highmark Stadium, new Highmark. Yeah, you know what? They like the name so much, just throw a new on it.
Makes it easy.
I wouldn't be surprised though if they name the field. They do that in college a lot, and we end up at Marv Levy Field.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised if that happened. Yeah. It goes to week 11. Wouldn't fit. That's good. I like that, Ross. That joke it's never gets old. That movie is so funny. This is where it all begins. I think the stadium is open. Oh, okay. I was like open roof. I was like, no, it can't be. They're still building it. No. The English language is a fickle creature.
It is. I like that it's open, not for attendance, but for dome purposes.
Yeah, I think one of the big advantages that Buffalo has, when it gets to the later months, is that weather. And if they throw a dome on it, it kind of takes away that. Detroit never really had that. They either played in the Pontiac Dome or Ford Field, so the weather was never a thing. But
yeah,
5 people got that right, and 8 people missed it. So sorry to those 8 people. A little shake up on the board. This is Spinal Tap, moving up to 1961, like that. Steve F. Badger is hanging out with us tonight. Always happy to see them. All right, move on to the next question. The Baltimore Ravens name is derived from an Edgar Allan Poe poem, The Raven. What other work did Poe write? The Turn of the Screw, Wuthering Heights, The Legend of Sleepy Hollow, or The Telltale Heart? I told Jake I went a little off the board with some of the trivia questions this week. I wanted to bring a little culture to the people. And apparently stuff about stadiums.
Stadiums
and culture.
Stadium culture. And when you think of culture, you think of Edgar Allan Poe.
This is true. What's your favorite stadium you've been to? Jake, do you have one?
See, the problem is I haven't been to a ton of oh wow, the stadium is super cool. Neyland Stadium, obviously, but that's bias. I don't know. Do you have one? I'm trying to think.
Yeah, the Jaguar Stadium's cool because it's got pools in the end zone. And there's these like really cool screens. I've been to a lot more baseball stadiums than any, and I'm going to give a shout out. I think the most beautiful stadium is probably the old Mile High. There, I don't know if it's the old Mile High or they just recalled it Coolers, but you can see like the Rocky Mountain outline. That's beautiful. But I've heard people crap on the stadium, but I actually really liked it. Was Chase Field in Phoenix in Arizona. I went to a Diamondbacks game there, and I had a really good time. It's a nice, not a huge stadium, easy to navigate through, nice luxury box area. I really, really enjoyed Chase Field there in Arizona. So
yeah, I've
for
been.
a lot of people, they don't like it.
Coors Field is great. I've been there. Petco Park for the Padres is also nice. And then Mercedes-Benz in Atlanta is like probably the nicest stadium, like newest stadium I've been into.
I was supposed to go to the Thursday night football game there last year in Atlanta for a friend's bachelor evening. And it was my daughter's birthday. And guess who the good dad was? This guy. Yeah. Stayed home. Didn't go. All right. And Bucks lost. So I'm glad I stayed home. All right. This is where it all begins. Steve F. The fall. I think the stadium is open. Oh, yeah. We already got there. No roof at all. I want to do an LSU night game. Ooh, nice reference. My favorite games to watch like in HD. Maybe because it was the first football game I ever saw in high definition was an LSU game with the all the yellow and yeah. Good call there, Thimbo. All right. Look at the leaderboard. Well, this is Spinal Tap staying on top. Badger's gotten 3 in a row, right? So he's moving up there. That's Steve. Or they lost because you didn't go to the game.
Don't tell him that, Steve.
Yeah. Baker, he needed me. Baker needs me now. Listen, I've talked to Joe. I need to go to some Bucks games because they need me. Now, I felt like they were losing that game all this week. I just didn't feel like there was a win there.
Yeah.
I know Bourbon Cowboy's probably happy about it, but I'm not. Question number 5. The New York Jets put up 27 points in Sunday's win over the Browns. What factor of 27 was Justin Fields' passing yards? Was it 27 times 2 equals 54? Was it 108, 162, or 216? Now, I feel like I wrote this question correctly. Like a factor, is that right? So I put the math in there to explain it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just laughing out of all the number questions that we've had. This is
it's a little complicated.
I love it.
So what happened was I saw what the score was, and then I saw that number, and I was like, "Oh, that's that times 2." That was the point A to point B of writing this question.
I love it.
Guys, I'm just as dumb as I look, and I'll be here to prove it next week when I play trivia. 54. Yeah, only 54 passing yards. Jake, is that good?
You put up 27 points. I don't know. No, but also not for your fantasy team. I don't know what his rushing yards was. But no.
I'm at a point where I don't feel like I can trust Justin Fields the rest of the season. And sorry about that. I have asthma in it. Sometimes it catches me off guard. All right. But nobody needs to know Joey's health history on the show tonight. All right. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. This is Spinal Tap is on fire. 4 in a row. Wow. Steve F. trying to fight back there. Ladarius on the board, as well as Badger. And Timbo Slice. All right. Next question. This is a multi-select. The Patriots beat the Buccaneers. So what? Do the Patriots have a pirate ship in their stadium? Yes, no, they wish, and they're not cool enough.
I think I know the answer.
Yeah.
Well, tell me this. Tell me this, Joey.
Yeah.
Would you rather have a lighthouse? Would you rather have a pirate ship?
I'd rather have a pirate ship.
Okay. Yeah, teach their own.
Yeah. I've been on the pirate ship before.
The lighthouse is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Lights up and everything.
Do they have that in Gillette?
Yeah, I think it's new. It's relatively new.
I mean, my pirate ship could probably like crash into the lighthouse and like
probably,
yeah. As long as you said no or they wish or not cool enough, you got that right. So yeah, congratulations. Yeah, like I was just really sore. And as we've learned, if the Bucks don't win, Joey just makes a really sore question about it. And for some reason, Jake keeps giving them to me when they lose. So
it gets better every week.
Yeah. Hopefully the Bucks get better starting next week.
Yes.
It's a rough schedule ahead for them. Oh boy. We'll see what happens. All right, looking at the leaderboard. This is Spinal Tap up into first place. Ladarius, Thimbo Slice, Smitty, Steve F. There as well. All right. Literature and math in the same show. You love to see it. Yeah, well, we're a show of culture. Some people have said. Some
stadiums and Edgar Allan Poe.
Yeah. I've told you my story about when I was in Baltimore and I was supposed to stay next to the Ravens Stadium.
I don't think so.
I was really excited because like on a map, I looked at it and I was like, oh, the Ravens Stadium there. There's a Topgolf. There's a casino with a sports book. And I looked and the sports book was pretty nice inside. And I was like, oh, I'm just going to stay at that Holiday Inn Express right next to it. I can walk there. Oh, this is a great idea. I get there and they turned my Holiday Inn Express. It turned into government housing. And they didn't notify me because I made my reservations quite a bit far in advance. And then Priceline rebooked me into a haunted hotel in downtown Baltimore. And then I got food poisoning. It was the weekend from heck.
Turns out that's the haunting is your stomach.
Yeah. And I had to watch the new Indiana Jones movie sick in bed when I was there.
Ooh.
Yeah. Nuts. It all adds up. Yeah. Well. All right. That's my story about Baltimore. Hope to never visit there again.
I've never been.
Yeah, well, let me live the lessons you shouldn't have to, Jake.
Mm.
No, I'm sure Baltimore's a wonderful place. Our good friend JL Garofalo is getting married, and I was going there for the wedding, and he's invited me back to show me that it was just a bad experience. But I don't know. All right. Next question. Rookie Tyler Shuck won his first NFL game on Sunday. How old is Tyler? Is he 23, 24, 25, or 26?
It was funny. I was at a camp retreat last weekend, Joey, with a bunch of Panthers fans. And we were all joking, oh, it would be so Panthers to lose against the Saints after beating the Packers. And I checked the score, and of course, it was against Saints.
Yeah. Yeah, he's 26, Jake. And that was the little clue there for you. Senior Bowl. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's pretty old for a rookie quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's worn like every combination of red to be a redshirt freshman at some point. I believe he was a missionary. I shouldn't be making fun of him. I think he was a missionary, and that's why he started his college career late.
I think so.
I could have made all that up. I don't know.
He wasn't on my radar coming in to the draft this year, so I didn't really know what his story was. But that's old.
Update. It is. Update on Steve. The slide continues. Just sliding down. Yeah, I was just thinking about slides, like when you go on at the park.
Mm-hmm.
There was like a slide that just never stopped. That'd be kind of scary, wouldn't it?
Forever?
Just like a forever slide.
I think eventually you just get used to it.
You probably just would feel nothing. Probably like watching the show as it goes on. You just become numb to it. Yeah.
Joey keeps getting more shows.
Yeah. Oh God. I'm gonna lose. Even if I lose a couple shows by the end of this one, I'll probably still have 6 or 7. So, all right, Ladarius moving up into first place. He wants that football guys t-shirt. Dynasty Dan up on the board. Love to see Dynasty Dan in here. This is Spinal Tap. He's fallen a little bit. I saw this the sequel, the Spinal Tap sequel.
Mm-hmm.
It's not terrible. There's a couple good moments in it.
Yeah,
Tyler Shuck played with Jawan Johnson in college. So,
Wow.
and in the pros, reunited. That's nice. And Juwan Johnson's been in the league for like 4 years. All right, let's take a look at the next question. Which NFL team has the most Pro Football Hall of Fame members? The Dallas Cowboys, the Chicago Bears, the Green Bay Packers, or the New York Giants? That right there is the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Right before the super enlarged Pope rose out from the middle of it. If you've ever been there, in the middle part, it looks like the Pope's hat.
Mm-hmm.
The Chicago Bears have the most Pro Football Hall of Famers. Did you know that one, Jake?
I didn't. No, I cheated. I'm not playing, but before the show started, I went in and looked, and it shocked me, honestly.
Yeah. I got to make sure Joey's question doesn't have multiple answers, except for the one that he intended. Yeah. Green Bay Packers, I believe, is second. Two older franchises. That makes a lot of sense. I just put New York Giants in there for a laugh, because I think I've said this on the show. Every year I walk through the Hall of Fame with Scott Fish when we go for the Fantasy Football Expo. And when you go to the Pro Football Hall of Fame enough times, you just kind of go to see the new stuff that's there, which is the bust room, the new inductees every year. And a couple years ago, we were just reading who the donors were to the Hall of Fame. And there's only one NFL team that's given over $1 million. They've given $5 million to the Hall of Fame, and it's the New York Giants. So they're really trying to get Eli in there.
Yeah.
So, yeah. It's just odd. It just sticks out like a sore thumb. It's like the New York Giants, $5 million.
That's crazy.
Yikes.
Ooh.
This show is more like a downward spiral. That's not nice. That's not what he said. But that's what I thought. Jake, do you like my new Stetson hat? Went to the game.
It's great.
Friday. Yeah, it's
Repping
got
them
a
strong.
hat. I'm going to put it right there. It's got a hat on a hat.
And correct me if I'm wrong, Joy, but it's the Stetson Hatters.
They are the Stetson Hatters.
Nice.
Yeah. Went with my oldest daughter, Tristan. They won by 40. It's a pretty entertaining game. And she made friends with a little girl at the game. And her brother was one of the point guards. So that's pretty cool.
Wow. Get some season tickets?
Yeah, no, didn't get season tickets. That's like $10 to get in. I will tell you though, when a mid-major, and Stetson's barely a mid-major, makes the tournament, the upgrades that happen to that stadium after making the NCAA tournament are substantial. That field house is gorgeous now. The seats, my butt doesn't itch after 10 minutes now. Like, just they actually have like armrests on the seats now. Man, hopefully they make the tournament again. I don't know. We might just get like massage chairs. I don't know what's next.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty great. All right. Ladarius still hanging in the top spot there. Badgers moving up. Scott, he's got 6 in a row, but only 4,384 points. I feel like Scott is Googling the answers. He's getting them right, but he's using that whole 45 seconds to get the answers in. Scott, we figured out your tricks. You are banned from Trivia Night Live for the next 10 seconds. Okay, you're back.
Wow.
You're banning over. I hope you learned your lesson. All right, next question. DeMarcus Lawrence became the 4th player in history with multiple fumble return touchdowns in a game. Who did it before him? Was it Myles Garrett, J.J. Watt, Jeremy Chin, or Cameron Jordan? My dog kicked me out of bed last night, Jake.
Your dog did?
Yeah.
Where'd you go?
Rarely, to my dog. So it was a funny situation. I let both girls stay up and watch Monday Night Football with me. And what a stinker. I felt bad for them. They both fell asleep early. So the game's over. I go to bed. At like 2:00 in the morning, dog jumps them into bed. And I get mad. I grab my pillow. I grumble, walk down the hallway, and I go get in my daughter's bunk bed. They're on the couch, so the bed's empty. And my wife's like, I came in and said that I kicked her out of the bed. Why didn't you come back? And I was just mad. Like irrationally mad. The dog got in the bed. I don't know.
That's funny.
That's my spot. Yeah. Jeremy Chin. It's the correct answer. Nothing about Joey getting kicked out of bed by his dog. Yeah, not just football we bring to the show, Jake.
We bring everything.
Has your dog ever kicked you out of bed, Jake?
She's tried. I'd be lying if I said she didn't try, but hasn't succeeded yet.
So you have I don't want to give away too much information about your personal life, but you have a golden retriever.
We do. Yeah.
So do I.
3 years old.
Mm-hmm. Adam Hutchinson, our injury expert here at Football Guys, he's got one, golden retriever. Colton Dodgson it seems like the thing.
Yeah.
Get a golden retriever.
Great family.
I don't know about the Fantasy Cares crew. I don't know if they have any golden retrievers. I'll have to find out. I'll call Bob. I'll call Scott.
If they do, we need to know.
Yeah. I think Zach Reed, he would be my bet if one of them had to have a golden retriever. Russ, I don't think Russ has a golden retriever. I think Russ has like a small breed dog that we will love, like a bulldog. Like Russ has like a bulldog. I feel like that's correct. All right.
Nice.
Shake up on the board. Badger up on the top. Love to see it. Just like my dog was up on top of the bed last night. I did not like it. Darius Brown in second place. Dynasty Dan. Dembo Slicing. This is Spinal Tap remaining relevant after all these years. Next question. How many games in a row has Matthew Stafford thrown for four or more touchdowns and 0 interceptions? 2, 3, 4, or 5? And I actually know the answer to this one. I was reviewing your questions, Jake, to make sure you didn't use any profanity this week.
You know me.
Like, I knew the answer to this one.
Just wait till next week. I'm going to drop something in there.
Oh, okay. Remember I was bragging at the top of the show about how I've like got us under an hour all these weeks. I'm not going to do it this week.
I think we'll be close.
You think so?
We'll see.
Quick. All right. So I got 10 seconds on that one.
Have you been surprised by Matthew Stafford this year, Joey?
I'm the kind of the guy that likes to take quarterbacks late. So I had quite a bit of Matthew Stafford. I saw that people were ranking Devontae Adams and Puka Nacua. Puka Nacua is a top 5 wide receiver pretty much across the board. And Devontae Adams, I know at Football Guys was ranked inside the top 20. Dave Kluge had him as a top 12 wide receiver. I had him top 15. We shouldn't be surprised if we are ranking 2 of his wide receivers that high. And what he's done in the past, he just needs to stay healthy. I think that's the big question with Stafford. But Stafford's the kind of quarterback I like to take along with a young guy. I think if you really just waited on quarterback, you could have done Matthew Stafford and Jackson Dart, and you'd be in a really good position right now. So yeah, I'm not shocked by it. Wish I would have taken a little bit more of him, to be honest. Did you take any Stafford?
A little bit. Yeah. It's paying off nicely.
There you go. 5 people got that right. 3 games in a row. How about that? All right. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Ooh, Badger getting this one dead right. Ladarius whiffed big time, just like his Falcons will do in week 14 against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We'll zip that one in there. We already beat him at home. Might as well beat him at our home. So, Ladarius is going to let me hear that one. All right, next question. Jahmyr Gibbs is the 5th player ever to score more than 40 touchdowns before turning 24 years old. Who is not part of that club other than Tyler Shuck? Adrian Peterson, Barry Sanders, Jim Brown, or Randy Moss?
You might get people coming after you with all the Tyler Shuck stuff, man. I don't. Better be careful.
No, I'll need to. People saying Badger. Scotch Taco saying Joey, Predator Badlands is quite good. All right. Might need to make a trip to my local Cineplex and see Predator Badlands. I went and saw the movie about postpartum depression instead with my movie choice of the weekend. And don't regret it. Die My Love if you like to feel awful about yourself and just like you've just seen the world end. It's a great movie to take in.
I can't wait. I'm going to do it on Thursday.
Yeah, there you go. Enjoy it. Jake and I, every Monday we have a meeting to talk about the questions for this show that we spend maybe 5 of the 30 minutes talking about that. And then for 25 minutes talk about movies. Just kidding, Joe. That's a joke. We definitely used company time for company things. And no, but Jake and I, we do team building and we have movies we've watched. We mentioned it before. And yeah, Diamond Level is one we were both pretty excited for. And Scott said, that's why I don't go to the movies with you anymore. That's a lie. We went and saw one battle after another together. Scotch Taco, my buddy Greg, probably my biggest rival in fantasy football, to be honest. in my home league that I mentioned of 16 years. Yeah. I've known Greg since I was 17 years old. We met at a water park. Both knew two girls were at the water park and met that way and became friends pretty instantly. We bonded, and was a groomsman in my wedding. I was a groomsman in his wedding. It's a great friend of mine, but we've been going to the movies together for as long as we've been friends. So, yeah.
Who would have known a water park would,
yeah. It was a bonding experience, to say the least. All right. But he's very supportive of me doing trivia, but not doing shows with Kevin Murray. I don't know what it is, but Greg,
something about
just like, no, doesn't like that Kevin guy. I don't know. Yeah. Greg, as you could see, I was maneuvering like a lazy river, just giving as much information as I needed to.
I'll be asking about that one later.
It's probably not as bad. It's not as bad as you think, but we'll let the chat think it's awful. It's not that bad. All right. Badger, first place with 7,000 points. Dynasty Dan in second. Thimbo Slice in third. Shu and Ladarius Brown rounding out the board. Jake, you've ever been to a water park?
I have. Yeah. Growing up all the time. I haven't been in the last 15 years, probably.
Did you like the ones that would just go straight down?
No, I like the ones like if you got in a big inner tube of people and like
more of a community type feel.
Okay. The community type water parks.
I'm like a one inner tube guy. Those are my slides.
Mm-hmm.
If you hand me an inner tube or like a mat, I'm all for it. I don't like the ones where it's like it's just you, the slide, and God. Don't like those. Those are stay away from those. I can do like a multiple person in an inner tube one.
Yeah. Well, we were
like the big donut ones.
Yes, the donut ones where you spin around. Those are fun. We were lucky enough to grow up an hour, one from Dollywood, but then two from Dollywood Splash Country. Okay. And I don't know how it ranks in water parks, but it was a pretty good water park. Never saw Dolly, but she had her name on it.
Well, I'm sure if Dolly was at a water park with her name on it, she feels like she'd make a big splash if she came in. When she's at Dollywood, doesn't she come through the streets on like a little carriage with horses? No, like I'm being serious. Isn't that what she does? What?
Yes.
I don't know why Jake's laughing. I'm being completely appropriate.
Big splash just made me laugh. I don't know.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, I hear there's a water slide that has two big humps, but I wasn't going to go there. No, but when she's at Dollywood, she's got like a carriage and that goes right down the middle of Dollywood. And there's like horses and stuff. I've seen the video of it.
She does.
Dolly Parton's incredible.
I don't know if she's done it recently, but she's amazing.
She is. If you're a child in this country and you want a book, she'll send it to you. Unless you live in Florida for some reason. It's like one of the states she doesn't send books to. Oh, it's like a thing. We tried to get the Dolly Parton book for the kids, and it's like, nope, she has to send to Florida. I'm like, okay. You
guys got enough books down there, Joey. Don't worry about
it. Jake, we really don't. Like the numbers shrinking by the day. I hate to say it. All right, let's get on with the trivia game before I get fired. Keenan Allen now leads the Chargers for most catches in franchise history. And who did he overtake? Lance Allworth, Antonio Gates, Mike Williams, or Anthony Miller?
What's funny, Joey, is he did this on 2 receptions for 9 yards.
Yeah, another player that didn't help me get a win this last week. One of probably my favorite fantasy players of all time, though, is Keenan Allen. Just dependable. Yes. You draft him, you know what you're going to get. At some point in the season, he's going to blow back up, and we're going to think, oh, he's back. He found the fountain of youth. And then he'll let us down again.
He'll be one of those players when he retires. It's like, oh, wow. Like that, feels like he's going to play forever.
A+ Dolly material is always showy. I think I've told that Dolly joke on many shows. Dolly knows y'all can't read in Florida. Bourbon Cowboy, that's mean. We can read some words. Although I'm probably not the authority on proving that Floridians can read, because I really I struggle sometimes, guys. I really do. Those E's and A's, sometimes they just blend together, look the same. And Antonio Gates. It was the player that Keenan Allen passed. And I think Antonio Gates was at the game, wasn't he? There was like one of those moments, where they like, I think Keenan Allen might have given him a game ball or something. It was very heartfelt.
That's cool. Yeah,
when I was for the NFL.
When I was writing this question, I was like, there's no, I don't know. I feel like I was kind of scrambling and trying to find another Charger that would compete closely to him.
I think you did good on the names. Yeah.
They're close numbers wise, but relatively.
All right. Let's go on the next question. Oh, leaderboard. Badger hanging at the top. Dynasty Dan's there. Shoe, Timbo Slice, and this is Spinal Tap hanging in there. Badger's gotten 5 in a row right, Jake. Next question. We got 3 left in this pack. Who was the starting quarterback for the Patriots the last time they lost to the Jets? Jacoby Brissett, Drake May, Bailey Zappi, or Cam Newton? Did you get this image off Getty Images? Possibly credited from the Boston Globe, Jake.
How did you know?
I'm pretty proficient with local photographers, and I can just kind of sometimes I tell the thing they've captured.
When I downloaded that image, I did not see that at all. But
I think it's image 18777737721.
Of course, I thought it was 722, but this is the 721 photo.
Yeah, 721. 722 version we could not show on the show.
No, that was way too graphic.
Yeah, very graphic. Jacoby Brissett. He's kind of making, some waves there down in Arizona. I got some points out of him this week. It's like 23 points.
That's not bad.
Serviceable. Especially if you bench Justin Fields and put him in place like I did. Jacoby Brissett worked out quite well.
Nice.
You want to hear a trade I made?
Yeah.
Jake. So I sent away someone that lost a tight end. Cade Otton and Khalil Shakir.
Mm-hmm.
And I got Brian Thomas Jr. and DK Metcalf back in return. The opposing team sent the trade to me. I originally sent them Colson Loveland for Troy Franklin.
Yep.
I feel like they sent me a much better trade back. Is this right?
You got something good. How'd the league respond to that?
The league hasn't said anything about it that I've seen, but I've not checked the league chat. Maybe because I'm a little afraid to. Because I'll get accused of it, but I didn't send the trade out. It came to me. I think it's because we're at this point not really sure if Brian Thomas Jr. when he's going to return.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll see. We'll see how that trade works out. I made a trade with my father-in-law 3 days before that really benefited me. I sent away Quentin Johnston because he needed a wide receiver who's had a really good season, probably the number 1 target for the Chargers rest of the season, other than Lab McConkey, because he had just grown tired and wanted to move on from Travion Henderson.
Ooh.
What a week. What a week to do that, Dave. Thanks, buddy.
Wow.
First you let me marry your daughter, and then you gave me Travion Henderson. What a guy. What a guy.
Wow.
Yeah. It was quite a fun conversation on Sunday. He was not happy. I know he wasn't.
Oh my gosh.
Jacoby Brissett. How about that? Let us know in the chat if you've made any lopsided trades this week. Oh gosh. We're having fun, Jake. At least I am. Badger in first place. Shoe, Dynasty Dan on the board, as well as this is Spinal Tap, and Timbo Slice, and Scott bringing up the nickname for Cade Otton, the Pedialyte. Yeah. And whenever the Bucks are feeling ill and they need something dependable to get them back in shape, they go to Pedialyte. They go to Cade Otton. I was really hoping that nickname was going to catch on. I've been watching ESPN around the clock. They've not said it once.
They haven't said it yet?
No. There was a commercial for Pedialyte, and I got a little excited, but it was not related.
Cade Otton's going to step out on the screen.
Yeah. I wonder how Cade Otton would feel about the nickname. I don't think he would like it because it infers that they don't want him when everyone else around him is healthy, but I feel like he knows his role. I love him. I want to get a Bucks jersey with Pedialyte on the back if it really catches on.
Awesome.
Yeah. 2 questions left. How many points did the Texans score in the fourth quarter to come back to beat the Jaguars? Was it 13, 17, 19, or 21? Davis Mills just turning it on in the fourth quarter, doing his best Bo Nix impression. Should those markers be orange? Is there a better color they could be? There's a worse color. They could be green. That wouldn't be good.
Yeah, that could be worse. I like the orange, but that's just what we know. I thought you could do yellow.
Mm-hmm. No, it would kind of look like the flags. So
no, you can't do yellow.
Red.
Orange, red. You could do red.
I got the answer. Team color.
Ooh,
whatever home stadium you're in. Team color. One of the team colors should be the.
I like it.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, 19 points they scored in the fourth quarter. Wow. That's a lot.
It's a lot.
Mm-hmm. That's a normal age for a rookie coming into the league. 19, 20. Tyler Shuck,
26. Yeah.
26 years old.
Yes. Throwing the towel at that point. How many passes he's thrown, Joey? His arms got to be.
That's like spaghetti at this point.
The same way they talk about running backs, the legs, the quarterback's arms got to be. It's toast.
It's the first rookie quarterback in NFL history to get a Depend sponsorship. Just.
I want to see him on what's the copper whatever that not Drew Brees, who does the copper tech, whatever.
The copper bracelets.
Whatever they're called. What's that brand called?
Oh, the copper socks.
Copper tech, whatever that company's called.
I don't know. He at halftime he'll be selling you US Mint silver.
Hey, Brett Favre, not a good guy.
Yeah. That wasn't a Brett Favre joke. That was like you're home at 2:00 sick on a Sunday when normally retired folks are watching television and they have like the commercials for like Metamucil and like buying US silver. And here people are just shouting out the copper fit. Yeah.
Copper fit. Thank you, Jason. Copper fit.
Yeah.
Thank you, Timbo Slice.
Tyler Shuck doesn't worry about his ACL. He worries about osteoporosis. Yeah. Second osteoporosis joke I've made today. Jake, you were there for the first one in the meeting.
Tyler, if you ever want to come on the show, please let us know. I promise I'll make Joey be nice.
There was an April Fool's joke that when I was with Front Yard Fantasy, they told me that they had lined up Carson Wentz, and they worked on this for like a good 3 weeks. The Carson Wentz was going to come on the show because they know I'm not a huge Carson Wentz fan. And I was like, guys, I'm going to be nice. It's fine. Like, don't worry. I'll be nice to him when he comes on. And then it was April Fool's and he wasn't there. And I was like, thank God I don't got to be nice to Carson Wentz today. All right. Last question to the pack. Let's look at the leaderboard before we get there. Badger, Shoe, this is Spinal Tap, Dynasty Dan, and Thimbo Slice. Jake, by far, this is the show we've gone most off the rails.
For sure. It's about time.
It's 8 p.m. He's already in bed. Well done, Timbo Slice. Well done. Oh. I bought silver and Metamucil just today. Perfect Cowboy. Oh, God. Jake, we got to get this last question done and get out of here. People are getting too crazy. Oh, God. Joe's tuned out by now.
I think so.
Yeah, okay, good.
Like, Joe, if you're still here, let us know.
Smash that like button.
Subscribe for us.
Yep. Okay, last question.
You have a question, Joey.
When was the last time the Eagles lost to the Packers? Was it 2018, 2020, 2022, or 2025? Jake, you went off rhythm there. This is 2, 3. Just
gotta keep you on our toes.
Yeah.
The Stetson green.
Yeah.
Is there an official name for that color? Yeah, I know there is, like a Pantone code or whatever.
I don't know. Jake, you complimented me on it before I can look up what are their Like, what's the green that Stetson Green uses?
Just curious. It's a good green.
It's not like a Boston Celtics green. It's not a Kelly green.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a Crayola Crown green.
Mm-hmm.
I'll look it up. I'll look up there. What's the coating called? You said
the Panto, whatever it's.
No, like like when you get for the NFL team, there's like the color schemes they have. There's like a code, the 3-digit code you can put in, or the letters. Yeah,
we'll find it.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Correct answer is 2022. One person got that right. It's going to bring us to the podium. In third place, Dynasty Dan. In second, Shoe climbing the leaderboard, almost got there. And in first place with a score of 8,724, it's Badger. Badger, congratulations. Get with us in the Football Guys or Fantasy Cares Discord. Get us your name and info, and we will get you a Football Guys shirt. And I'll send you the link so that you can pick your shirt out. Got a few different ones to choose from. Jake, every week it gets more fun. Hopefully the chat. Oh, there we go. The RGB code. There it is. See, our chat's smart. That's why they're here. They love trivia and they love being smart. Had a blast. How was tonight for you, Jake?
It was a great time. Everyone, please be on the lookout for Monday for the first episode of the Home League show.
Ooh,
it's going to be great. I'm excited for it.
It's I'm looking forward to what's to come with that. I mean, it's going to be focused on the community, and it's going to be focused on, this game we love with fantasy football. And, we've had all these wonderful people come in with trivia every night, and we appreciate them every Tuesday showing up with us. But, to be able to expand that to help you with your home leagues is even more fun. So very excited for that. Oh, Barbara's saying, fun night. Thanks, you all. I bet they just set their watches to say, like, okay, it's about 8:05. Let's tune back in.
Come on back on.
They just slide down the leaderboard as the show goes on. I've noticed, but we're just happy they're here. Like, to be honest, Scott saying, thanks, guys. Thank you for being here. Timbo saying, night all. Tyler and I have a breakfast at Dunkin' from 5 to 8 tomorrow morning. Jake, do you have any men groups that meet at the Dunkin' super early in the morning?
We do. Yeah.
I come across those too. Well, everybody, thank you so much for being here. And we will see you next week. Oh my gosh, is Joey going to find the outro video? He just found it.